This cooler right here stores free crops on A&T's farm. This year, a total of 2 hurricanes just occurred in the East Coast. Now, if you take a look right below me, many students use their raffle tickets to get in for free and choose any option that they like. So, what does this mean for students? Let's see. Like this 10-pound medicine ball used for the standing power throw event. According to collegefactual.com, 3.4% of Latino students make up North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University's body. But where does these straws end up? Probably on the sidewalk, garbage, or in our water. Millions of microscopic pieces will just end up as pollution. The Army Combat Test is here, and some can't believe that it's near. North Carolina National Guard administrative officers and other senior leaders attend a 2-day Army Combat Fitness Test, also known as the ACFT familiarization course, where they receive instruction on how to execute the test.
I'm Major Carrie Hollowitty, 690th BSB out of the 130th MEB.
At this course, she adapted quickly to the new physical training culture.
A lot of nerves until we could see, each repetition done right, so you kind of knew the correct way to do it without injuring yourself.
Master fitness instructors make sure everyone understood the importance of performing each exercise correctly.
I like the idea of functional strength. It looks like there was, a deliberate approach taken to this in order to measure strength and capability and fitness as it applies to what we might have to do in combat. So that does make sense. I think it's going to be very successful, and I think we're actually going to become more fit as a force by training for this and ultimately testing with this new standard.
The ACFT requires equipment that the APFT doesn't offer, like this 10-pound medicine ball used for the standing power throw event. Out of these 6 events, each soldier will be tested on their strength, flexibility, and endurance. Sergeant Major of the Army Michael Grinston tweeted his ACFT score and explained the importance why soldiers should take the diagnostic test. On the second day, everyone took the diagnostic test, and as for Major Ryan Hogan, he gave his final remarks.
I'm not gonna lie, the sled drag is gonna beat up your quads pretty good, and you get that wobbly leg, so you just gotta make sure you stay stable and get through the events.
Those who took this course will return to their units better prepared to inform them about the Army Combat Fitness Test.
It's a lot different. You can't prepare for it weeks before. It's gonna be all year round that you have to work at each of these events to pass and to be proficient and to even excel at it.
At Fort Fisher, North Carolina National Guard Public Affairs Specialist Alonzo Clark. Ever find yourself constantly going to the grocery store to buy vegetables and fruits? Well, you don't need to anymore. I went to find out what the A&T farm is doing to give us free produce. Planted seed and coconut husks, and there's a harvest. Located on McConnell Road, North Carolina A&T Plant Farm grows eco-friendly crops in season. I spoke with John Kimes, horticulture coordinator and alumnus, about what is grown on a daily basis.
We grow everything from the winter vegetables like we have going in there right now. We have collards, kale, carrots, beets, Swiss chard, a whole slew of different things that we're growing.
Kimes said typically the students work 2-hour shifts to harvest while learning the aspects of farming from irrigation, construction, and weeding. This cooler right here stores free crops on A&T's farm. All the crops cannot be sold but are donated to several organizations in the Triad. As for A&T's greenhouse worker and Climate Justice League member, Zenithia Ship, Aggie source is unknown to her.
I'm actually not familiar with what they give to Aggie Pantry, but because I've worked on the student farm, I know what they grow. And we've grown a lot of collard greens, mustards, squash, cucumbers.
Ship said horticultural students always give away food to the community. Overall, research is the key to sustainability.
We grow in high tunnels, which are structures that are in the field, kind of like a greenhouse, but they have no heat, they have no wind or anything like that.
A&T Farm is the only university in the state who uses 9 high tunnels to grow foods from all seasons. For Aggie News and Views, I'm Alonzo Clark. A taste of culture is left on many plates here at the Student Health Center. Many students use their raffle tickets to get in for free and choose any option that they like. So, what does this mean for students? Let's see. As Aggies stand in line and wait, the anticipation of trying food that is not common on North Carolina A&T campus is thrilling. The event was released to students to their multiple social media platforms and student emails. From Belgian waffles, Italian pasta, Colombian, Haitian, and Mexican cuisine, these delicious items hit home for some Aggies.
So right now I'm eating rice and beans, plantains, and jerk chicken from the Haitian food truck.
Take this student for instance. Her love goes beyond just the food, but from where she's from.
So my dad is from Haiti, so I'm half Haitian. And yeah, I haven't really been there myself, but I do plan on taking a trip there real soon.
And it didn't end from there. For her, the taste was just enough to remind her of a special relative.
It tastes really good. It tastes just like my grandma's actually.
How wonderful how a dish reminds someone of a taste from home. For EEN Newscasts in Greensboro, Alonzo Clark.